Bizkit goes in my early days throughout into to Sleep Killers, they're a big part of it for sure. There's different kinds that I've worked with that, basically they give you free reign over pretty much everything. And they're there just to basically tell you, what they feel. And you're, basically you're entitled. You're the person who you have to make, or your band has to make the decision on your own, whether you guys are feeling it or not. They'll tell you things like, maybe like, this part bored me, so you need to cut it in half, or you need to cut this part in half, or, take a few seconds off of it. Those are things that a lot of times you forget when you're writing and you're recording. Is to you, it might sound great, but if it, it's a 10-minute song, it's great to you, but it's not great. It's not great to everybody else, I promise you. Because we've tried that a bunch. But yeah, and producers also give you and can give you like an inspiration, a hype guy nonetheless. I've worked with some of those that are amazing, like somebody who's just grooving out with you so hard, in the middle of the room, in the moment, and everybody's putting in 110%. So, and that line, between the two that I've worked with, it just worked out perfect. Limp Bizkit was never a band that needed too much of a producing job, because, we were fortunate enough that our singer was a really good producer. And so by the time anybody got to us, we were already chopped and ready to go. And he was like coming from an outside ear to begin with. He would listen to things, he would get vocal ideas, he could hear vocals, but then he was working out all the music in between. So we did have that, and that's, that's
everybody has to start
if you have that in your band. So, if you're just you've got to start out, this is your first band, you can still go through, everything's preparation for what could come. If you're that dedicated to music and you want to do music as a living, start with whatever you got. You have to have a song, and of course, with music, there's people who say that, oh, you have to have there's a structure that just is for hits. And that could be, true or not. Like, it's what you want to do with it. It's nobody else's besides yours. If it's good, people will listen to it, but don't get pigeonholed into, in my opinion, don't ever get pigeonholed into no, you have to do this here, or that won't work. No, put a bridge at the end of the song. If it sounds good to you, that's the end of the song. And try it, experiment, whatever you like first, and then keep on playing with other people. And that's the biggest thing, is you have to keep on doing it and doing it and doing it, and getting it wrong sometimes. A lot of times you have to fail before you can keep on going, because you've got to learn from your mistakes. So in my opinion, just go for whatever you got, and get it out. Today is different than it used to be when, I was first playing. Getting a record deal was the thing. You didn't go anywhere unless you had the record deal. It's not the same today. Kids are doing it, putting out songs like this, and they're blowing up, and it's amazing because they're doing it their way.
Limp Bizkit bassist Sam Rivers faced a life-threatening health battle years before his death on Saturday. In a 2020 interview with NME, Rivers revealed that when he left the band in 2015, fans were told it was due to back problems. In reality, he was quietly confronting a far more serious diagnosis: liver disease brought on by years of heavy drinking. Rivers first learned of his condition in 2011, as he later detailed in the book Raising Hell, Backstage Tales from the Lives of Metal Legends. During that period, he admitted that excessive alcohol use had severely damaged his liver. "I was diagnosed in 2011, he said in an interview with the PRP. "I didn't really get what was happening back then. I stopped drinking and battled the liver disease for a bit." As his health worsened, Rivers described being admitted to UCLA Hospital. "It got so bad, I had to go to UCLA Hospital, and the doctor said, 'If you don't stop, you're going to die. And right now, you're looking like you need a new liver,'" he recalled in a conversation with Metal Injection. In 2017, Rivers received a life-saving liver transplant, calling it a perfect match in his NME interview. The surgery gave him a second chance, and he returned to the band determined to live healthier and make the most of his renewed life. By openly discussing his journey, Rivers helped raise awareness about liver disease and the dangers of addiction in the music industry. After a lengthy rehabilitation, Rivers rejoined Limp Bizkit in 2018, performing with renewed energy. "I got treatment for the alcohol and got a liver transplant, which was a perfect match," he told Loudwire. "I'm back, and I feel amazing." Friends and bandmates described his comeback as emotional, a moment that proved anyone can recover, much like Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist John Frusciante's return in the late 90s after battling heroin addiction. Rivers' honesty about his struggles and recovery deeply resonated with fans who had followed the band since its early days. While the exact cause of his death has not yet been confirmed, his long-term health issues and history with liver disease were well documented. Our condolences go out to Sam Rivers' family, friends, and bandmates during this difficult time.